Former Cowboys linebacker Leighton Vander Esch is calling it a career after 6 seasons. The 28-year-old dealt with numerous neck injuries and played in just 5 games last year. The Cowboys drafted Vander Esch in the first round of the 2018 draft. The Bills have agreed on a 3-year, $31 million extension with cornerback Taron Johnson, making him the highest-paid nickel cornerback in the league, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. The Saints signed former 49ers pass rusher Chase Young to a 1-year, $13 million contract, also according to Rappaport. And quarterback Kenny Pickett was traded to the Eagles late last week and dismissed reports on Monday that his negative reaction to the Russell Wilson signing led to his departure from Pittsburgh. Pickett saying in part, "I'm confident in the way I handled it. I handled it the way I should have handled it. I'm excited to be here." This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Hello, I'm David Figueroa, co-founder of Melinda's. We make 32 craft pepper sauces that are thicker, hotter, and better. We use fresh, plant-based ingredients that you can see and taste. One try and you'll fall in love with Melinda's. Melinda's also makes spicy ketchups using real sugar and no high-fructose corn syrup. Yuck. Go to melindas.com to find our line of craft condiments at Walmart and other fine retailers. And right now, get 20% off our award-winning sauces with code SPORTS at melindas.com. That's melindas.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper, and you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
Well, it's a Tuesday, the 19th day of March, 2024. I'm Carroll. In the newsroom, it's Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
Well, good morning, Gene. Another beautiful day. These sunrises are absolutely gorgeous.
You'd almost swear that we were paying for them, huh?
You would almost. And I don't know if you happened to catch it, but Saturday evening, right before sunset, we had some rain, not heavy, but just, some showers, and just a gorgeous sunrise, or rainbow.
Well, did you see SpaceX last night?
I didn't. I thought about it, and
it was quite something.
That's what I hear. The rainbow Saturday night, and I got a picture of it, but didn't really do it justice. It was a full rainbow and the full spectrum of colors, and you don't always see that.
No, you don't.
So,
no, it was quite the spectacle.
Yeah, the rocket launches from Vandenberg can really light up the sky,
and it did.
Yep,
so,
brilliant colors.
Brilliant, a huge filling, probably, 2/3 of the sky.
Okay. I'm sorry I missed it. Oh, well.
Well, I saw the little bitty sign that was up there, taking orders now for rides.
Okay. Well, today is the first day of spring, by the way.
I don't know. I don't believe it. We keep being told that we're going to either have our time clock one way or the other, and that hasn't happened.
The seasons are set by the phases of the moon. So
so what we're saying is blame it on the moon because it can't defend itself.
Yeah, Congress had nothing to do with this. So
that's probably why it is what it is.
It's going to happen based on phases of the moon. And so what else is going on? You sometimes wonder, okay, with spring break, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How does spring break work for those who get a degree online? What? Do they surf the web or what?
They could.
I suppose.
They could.
They could also surf Heber Beach, right?
Or other places.
Yeah. How about some birthdays? Actor Renee Taylor, 91. This is hard to believe. Actor Ursula Andress, is 88. From Dr. No, Casino Royale, the Bond films, and others. Singer Clarence Frogman Henry, 87. Singer Ruth Pointer, 78. Actor Glenn Close, 77. Actor Bruce Willis, 69. Actor Mary Shear, 61. Actor Connor Trenier is 55. Actor Virginia Williams, 46. Actor Abby Bramell is 45. Actor Craig Lamar Traylor, 35. Actor Philip Bolden is 29. Local birthdays coming up.
Build your future at CET, the Center for Employment Training. CET has been serving farm workers since 1967. Grants are available so that farm workers and their children can attend at no cost. See if you qualify at cetweb.edu. Farm worker admissions. Enroll at any time. All programs can be completed in under a year. And job placement assistance and financial aid are available to those who qualify. Call 800-533-2519 or go to cetweb.edu. The future is in your hands.
Let's commence celebrating today's birthdays. Happy birthday, Colby Bird, Alex Bravo, Rocio Fernandez, Christopher Escobedo, Josefina Morales, Eddie Cazares, Enrique Torres and Carlos Torres, twins, Jose Garcia, Raymond Castillo III, Joyce Ward, Kyla Necochea, Lupe Leroux, Rudy Zendejas, Kimberly Silva, Alejandro Hernandez, Albert Mendoza, Jonathan Luna, Alfonso Escalante, and Jason Cardenas. Happy birthday from KXO. Okie dokie. It's also National Laugh Day. Ha ha, right?
No laughing matter.
Yeah, I suppose not. And in the news, Madonna, you remember her, of course, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, Madonna recently said, being a single mother is hard. Well, at least according to reports from 12 of her nannies.
Nannies. There's ninny and there's nanny.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. Got them.
Oh, well.
Just wrote it all down.
Yeah, I learned something new on St. Patrick's Day, Sunday.
Beer isn't green.
No, it's not. It's not widely known, but the Irish invented the world's first effective sunblock. Yeah, they call it the pub.
The pub.
Okay. Anyway.
It's a stretch, but
we've got news to come your way. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, we're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines to begin with. And it is brought to you this morning by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Fighting hunger in Imperial Valley since 1991.
CBS News Brief. The UN's weather agency is issuing a red alert about climate change. Secretary General Antonio Guterres.
Last year saw record heat, record sea levels, and record ocean surface temperatures. Glaciers likely lost more ice than ever before.
Haitians are on the move as gang violence spreads amid a power vacuum. CBS's Manuel Bojorquez is in the country's second largest city.
The gangs don't have the stronghold here, so there are people who are trying to flee to Cap Haitian or to other cities in Haiti.
Sentencing begins today for 6 former Mississippi law enforcement officers for torturing 2 black men with stun guns and a sex toy. Michael Jenkins was shot in the mouth. His mother, Mary.
I want the maximum sentence because they didn't show my son any consideration, and they shouldn't be shown any consideration.
That's right.
Prosecutors are recommending up to 30 years in prison. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
My name is Sarah Griffin, and I'm the Executive Director of the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As a monthly donor, you can help the Imperial Valley Food Bank purchase food in bulk to meet the growing needs of the more than 25,000 people we serve each month at over 30 locations. Even small monthly gifts can go a long way in helping fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley. Please consider giving monthly by donating online at www.ivfoodbank.org.
California Headline News, a 78-year-old woman arrested accused of reckless driving after her SUV struck a family waiting at a San Francisco bus shelter. Local residents surprised by the suspect's age.
Well, an older lady, she shouldn't have been driving alone or shouldn't have been driving, period. You know how a lot of people are driving and when they shouldn't be driving.
Mary Fong Lau accused of driving her SUV into the shelter, killing a man, woman, their young child, critically injuring their infant. The family had been waiting for the bus to take them to the zoo. A deadly house fire in Kingsburg and Fresno County. Crews arriving to a chaotic scene.
There was a lot of people around, very frantic and hectic around the fire scene.
Seth Brown with Fresno County Fire says the mother tried to get her children out of the burning house by clearing space with her car. Didn't work. The 8-year-old boy and 6-year-old girl did not survive. 2 weeks since primary day and Proposition 1 still too close to call. The yes vote with a 20,000 vote lead, still 200,000 votes to be counted. The measure intended to add beds to treat the homeless and mentally ill. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
If your Medi-Cal is ending, Cover California is here to help. Cover California is a service from the state that helps you get affordable health insurance. In many cases, at no cost to you, just like with Medi-Cal. We have quality health plans and will help you every step of the way to get the one that works for you and your family. So, if you're no longer eligible for Medi-Cal, check out Cover California. We'll keep you covered. Learn more at coveredca.com.
Go for it. Take your base. The only thing worse than a pitcher running out of gas on the mound is your old phone running out of storage for your photos in the stands. Goodbye. Home run. Switch to Verizon and get a great deal on a new iPhone 15 Pro with tons of storage for all the ballpark pics you want. Just trade in your iPhone, any model, in any condition, so you'll feel like you're winning, even when your team's not. Trade in any iPhone in any condition for a great deal on iPhone 15 Pro with unlimited Ultimate and get iPad and Apple Watch SE with eligible service plan. Only on Verizon.
It's page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Valley at El Centro Motors, at the Imperial Valley Mall, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
An off-road fatality near Glamis took place over the weekend. George Gale filed this story.
Few details are available, but the incident occurred in the Oldsmobile Hill area of the Glamis Off-Road Park. Initial reports indicate an off-road vehicle rolled over, resulting in fatal injuries. The Imperial County Coroner's Office is investigating that incident. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And in other news, an additional information is available on a fatal collision. It occurred on March the 8th on Highway 98 between Anderholt and Barberworth Roads. The victim was driving a 2020 Dodge van. The van swerved off the roadway and collided with the dirt shoulder. The California Highway Patrol says the van was stolen. The CHP says the Border Patrol agents were attempting to make an enforcement at the time of the collision. Border Patrol had confirmed the information. They said the incident is being investigated by the Highway Patrol and the Customs and Border Protection Office of Professional Responsibility. They have not released the name of the driver, nor have they said why the Border Patrol was pursuing the van. KXO News Time, 7:41.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
County Board of Supervisors will hold their regular weekly meeting, which will be held today in El Centro. Here's more on that story.
The meeting will be held today in El Centro. The board begins by honoring 2 employees. Both are with the Behavioral Health Services. Mireya Rocha will be honored for 30 years dedicated service with the department. Scott Dudley will also be honored for 30 years dedicated service to the same department. On the action agenda, Ag Commissioner Jolene Desert will ask the board to delete 2 new positions in her department. She will also ask the board to add and fund a position of Agricultural Biologist Standard Specialist 3 and to approve to add and fund 39 bilingual allocations. The CEO will ask the board to approve an agreement with CGI Digital for the creation and production of 6 one-minute information videos, and he will ask the board to adopt a resolution authorizing the Imperial County Executive Officer to sign the agreement with CGI Digital. The supervisors meeting will be held at the Administration Center on Main Street in El Centro. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations right here in the Valley to serve you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. The Peanut Patch invites you to stop by and enjoy the Peanut Patch in Yuma. They've got a great variety of gift packs, and they can ship them almost anywhere in the known universe. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. They carry homemade chocolates in either bark or cluster forms. They make their own fresh English toffee. Pecan turtles made from a special recipe. And you'll love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. Of course, the Peanut Patch is there for you. Easter isn't that far away. So take a trip to the Peanut Patch and pick up special treats for Easter. The Peanut Patch in Yuma also offers tours. So get on board and tour the Peanut Patch. You're going to love what you see. You're going to love the homemade chocolates. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Google the Peanut Patch. Bring up their website. You'll get directions, and you'll see some of the great treats available at the Peanut Patch. Page 2 of the local news with weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town. Daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, and of course happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. daily.
Taking a look at more local news this morning, the Imperial Irrigation District Board of Directors are to hold their regular meeting. Here's more on that story.
It will be held this afternoon at 1 p.m. Meeting will begin with the presentation of service awards. 2 employees will be recognized for completing the apprenticeship journeyman program. A board will appoint a director to the Energy Consumers Advisory Committee to replace Director Javier Gonzalez. They will be asked to approve the 2023 On-Farm Efficiency Conservation Program Description Agreement and Advance Payment Agreement. Those are the only 2 items on the action agenda. A meeting will be held in Conard Auditorium on Broadway in El Centro and teleconferenced from the Hotel Lombardi in Washington, D.C. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And in other local news, Imperial County Office of Education is hosting the 19th Annual Imperial County Spelling Bee. The Imperial County Spelling Bee is an affiliate of the Scripps National Spelling Bee. The Imperial County Office of Education says each school in the county held their own spelling bee. The top 2 performers from each school will move on to the county spelling bee. The 2024 Imperial County Spelling Bee will be held this Thursday, March 21st, at the Jimmy Cannon Theater at Southwest High School in El Centro. The competition will run from 6 till 8 p.m. The champion of the county spelling bee will compete in the Washington, D.C. area, representing the Imperial County. Event live streaming will be available. And in other local news, the Brawley City Council is scheduled to meet this week. Here's more on that story.
Mayor Ramon Castro will call the meeting to order at 6 p.m. in the Brawley City Council chambers. The council will also once again address a noise ordinance. The agenda calls for a review, discussion, and potentially pass for a second reading of the draft ordinance to address concerns about noise issues in the city. And the council has added informational reports to that agenda. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? With specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more. Ask about drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wind Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Our weekday lunch specials include a soft drink from only $8 to $11. With tons of TVs, we've got you covered for any sport you want to watch. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, weakening low pressure will once again bring rain chances to parts of the desert southwest this afternoon before that system finally exits the region by tomorrow. High pressure will then take over for the remainder of the week, ushering in the return of dry and tranquil conditions while promoting above normal temperatures through at least the start of the weekend. Cooler and more unsettled conditions are likely to return by the end of this weekend or the start of next week. Our high in the valley yesterday, 78, the overnight low, 49. Sunny today with a high near 81. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming south-southwest. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 56. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 86. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north tomorrow afternoon. We have 54 degrees downtown El Centro, 58% our relative humidity, wind out of the south-southwest at about 3 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, with a side of weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Are you in need of free, high-quality childcare? At Volunteers of America, our Early Head Start program is here and designed to help you. Volunteers of America will provide childcare, family education, and healthcare programs for you and your family. VOA is now accepting applications for infants, toddlers, and pregnant moms. Call or text now to complete the application. 760-322-1420. Our services are absolutely free for those who qualify. Call or text Volunteers of America at 760-322-1420 or online, voasw.org. Enroll now. Volunteers of America is here to help. Fill out an application online at voasw.org or call today. Some people can't imagine doing what we do. We can't imagine not doing it. Enroll now. 760-322-1420 or online, voasw.org.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NCAA men's basketball tournament gets underway today with the first 4 play-in game. There's 2 of them today. We've got one of them. It'll be Colorado State and Virginia, and our coverage starts at 6 o'clock this evening. We'll continue with another first 4 game tomorrow, and then on Wednesday, coverage starts in earnest with the real tournament. NBA action, the Lakers whipped the Hawks 136-105. The Kings went overtime and beat the Grizzlies 121-111. Knicks topped the Warriors 119-112. Timberwolves jumped on the Jazz 114-104. Bulls beat the Trailblazers 110-107. 76ers over the Heat 98-91. Celtics 119. Pistons, did they show up? Well, they scored 94 points anyway. And it was the Cavaliers pummeling the Pacers 108-104. 2103.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, it's spring training for most Major League Baseball teams, but the San Diego Padres, Los Angeles Dodgers will start the season tomorrow in Seoul, South Korea. The first two games of the regular season in South Korea. So Blake Snell has a job. The reigning National League Cy Young Award winner agreed to a 2-year, $62 million deal with the Giants yesterday, 10 days before his new team opens its regular season against his former team, the Padres. Snell's deal, like those of fellow Scott Boras clients Cody Bellinger and Matt Chapman, both of whom signed after spring training began, gives him a higher average annual value in exchange for fewer years in the contract. And players have expressed frustration at Major League Baseball Players Association executives during a Zoom call yesterday. The culmination of a week in which players advocated for the ouster of the union's chief labor negotiator. On a call with dozens of player representatives from the major and minor league units of the union that lasted nearly 3 hours, a majority of players in an informal vote told Executive Director Tony Clark they wanted to replace Deputy Executive Director Bruce Meyer with Harry Marino as their negotiator. That's it for Sports Time. Don't forget NCAA First Four action, 6 o'clock this evening. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Only 1 in 5 people with autism are employed, despite many having the skill set and desire to work.
Maybe it's because employers don't know what kind of jobs they can do. Like, what about a programmer?
That's a job for someone with autism.
How about a healthcare worker?
Yep. That is too. People with autism can do a lot of different jobs, but often get overlooked due to outdated stigmas. Introducing WIN by Autism Speaks. We help businesses lead the way in inclusive hiring.
What about a ranch hand?
To learn more, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
And let's take a look at financial news, a brief look at the weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company that protects you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. You like Ben & Jerry's? Yeah, well, Ben & Jerry's, Magnum. The world's ice cream business is about to go it alone. Unilever announced today that it plans to spin off its ice cream unit as part of a drive to boost sales and profitability, which will also entail cutting about 6% of the workforce. After a century-long endeavor, Unilever now dominates the global ice cream market with its brands sold around the world. Following separation, Unilever will become a simpler, more focused company, according to a statement. The newly minted firm will boast 5 of the 10 best-selling ice cream brands worldwide, namely Magnum, Ben & Jerry's, Breyers, Walls, and Cornetto. Well, pages from the United Healthcare website are displayed on computer screens. The word is that the website stabilizing following an unprecedented cyber attack on a key company last month, but smaller health clinics may still need help to ensure they can stay in business. The 95% of Change Healthcare's health insurance claims are now being processed. The insurance billing firm that has been roiled by the February 21st attack, according to a senior administration official. Our real focus is making sure we don't get to the point where there are issues with access to care, according to the official's press call. And the way to do that is to make sure you keep liquidity in the system. The cyber attack forced Change Healthcare, a subsidiary of United Health Group, to take computer systems that handle electronic payments and insurance claims offline in what the American Hospital Association has called the most significant cyber attack in U.S. healthcare history. What's happening on Wall Street? Well, mixed. Right now, the Dow up 149 points at 38,938. The S&P 500 off 5 at 5144. The NASDAQ is down 78 points at 1625. Gold off 670 an ounce, and oil up 48 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 81, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming south-southwest. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 56, west-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 86, southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming north in the afternoon. And this is the first day of spring, the vernal equinox, if you wish. Right now, downtown, 55 degrees. With that, we have 58% relative humidity, wind out of the south-southwest at about 3 miles an hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365-day-a-year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. Just ahead, CBS News on the hour. We'll be back after that with more of the best oldies on the radio.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan. A new climate report says planet Earth is issuing a distress call.
You thought 2023 was hot. The UN's Weather and Climate Agency says this year's on track to be the hottest ever.
The latest State of the Global Climate Report shows a planet on the brink.
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres.
Fossil fuel pollution is sending climate chaos off the charts. Sirens are blaring across all major indicators.
Speedy government action might still prevent climate meltdown, he says, but only 7 countries in the world currently meet the UN's air quality standards. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
On social media, Donald Trump says he may be, quote, forced to mortgage or sell great assets to meet the bond terms so he can appeal his fraud case. He calls the judge corrupt. There's been sharp reaction to what Trump told Sebastian Gorka when asked about U.S. criticism of Israel's prime minister.
Any Jewish person that votes for Democrats hates their religion. They hate everything about Israel, and they should be ashamed of themselves.
The White House called it vile and unhinged anti-Semitic rhetoric. Former Trump aide Peter Navarro is due to begin his 4-month sentence today for his contempt of Congress conviction. CBS's Robert Costa.
The Supreme Court rejected Navarro's push to stave off his sentence for refusing to comply with the congressional subpoena, and he is now set to report to a correctional facility in Florida.
Well, President Biden today voiced support for a deal struck by congressional leaders to finalize the 2024 federal budget and avoid a partial government shutdown ahead of the Friday deadline. 6 former Mississippi law enforcement officers who pleaded guilty to torturing 2 black men will be sentenced by a federal judge. Mary Jenkins is the mother of one of the victims who was shot in the mouth.
I want them to receive the same consideration they gave my son when they broke in that house and they tortured him. That's what I want to see in court.
From Haiti, CBS's Manuel Bojorquez reports the former prime minister is under U.S. Secret Service protection as violent gangs hold sway in more and more parts of the country.
Prime Minister Henri's last known location was Puerto Rico. It is unclear exactly where he is now, and it's in that leadership vacuum that gangs have continued to take control over more and more of the capital, Port-au-Prince.
Unilever, the company that makes Ben & Jerry's ice cream, Dove soap, and Vaseline, says it's cutting 7,500 jobs and spinning off the ice cream business. Wall Street, right now the Dow is up 139 points. NASDAQ, though, is down 81. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards that zero-turn lawnmower you've always wanted. And after using its edge-shaping technology to meticulously sculpt the face of the Mona Lisa into your grass, you'll become the undisputed king of Saturday morning lawn care, leaving your neighbor and sworn enemy Gary to question his place in the delicate neighborhood ecosystem. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Ask Sherwin-Williams during the March Spring Sale, March 15th through the 25th, and get 35% off paints and stains with prices starting at $28.92. That means 35% off our most popular color family, blue. Psychologists have found it to be soothing and relaxing, which makes it especially great for bedrooms and bathrooms. And of course, get 35% off all of our other colors. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
In a state where abortion restrictions have gone up, a lawmaker shares a personal story.
With several female lawmakers standing with her in solidarity, Democratic Arizona State Senator Eva Birch took to the Senate floor to say she's planning on getting an abortion.
I don't think people should have to justify their abortions, but I'm choosing to talk about why I made this decision because I want us to be able to have meaningful conversations about the reality of how the work that we do in this body impacts people in the real world.
Birch, a nurse, said her pregnancy is not viable. Abortion is currently banned in Arizona after 15 weeks. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
Spotify is out with its Loud and Clear reports, an attempt to be more transparent about its payments. Today, the streamer says it paid $9 billion in royalties last year. That's the highest annual payment from any retailer to the music industry. Indie artists accounted for about half of it. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they helped me. They calmed me down. They made me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
12:30.